Hello there, world. Bettina Carey here, and I'm the founder and CEO of WeEmpowerYourLife.com and We Empower You, the global community. And I'm so excited to be entering an epic 2022 with all of you. I've just beat COVID, and I cannot wait to tell you what that experience was like here today, because it really was an incentive for me to get motivated even more than I had been planning for the 2022 first initial meeting. This is our We Empower You meeting that we host every single Wednesday. And I'm so excited to have those of you who are coming from all over the globe here. We've got Linda from Uganda. We've got Troy from Eastern Washington. We've got Mia from Los Angeles, Moria here from Honduras, and myself. Well, normally I'm in Seattle, but this time I'm in actually Austin. So thank you everyone who's joined us thus far. I'm going to continue on and then welcome others as they come on. Go to WeEmpowerYourLife.com and click on the calendar tab to join our meeting if you're watching this. Post tense, of course, we have these every single Wednesday. They start at 3 p.m., often go till 5 p.m. on Pacific Standard Time. So today we're going to run a little bit shorter than that. I will be bringing on our special guest, Master Nigel Henry. And today's topic is about being epic in 2022. And why did I come up with this topic of being epic in 2022? I started getting the rumblings of a single word late last year, started, I believe, in September, when someone had talked about having the summit be an epic event in their life. And then the word epic rose to the top of the words in my language, and I started hearing it more and more and more, and all of a sudden it became my word for 2022. And I really highly recommend that everyone pick a word that you can live into and that helps you to create the possibilities of the life that you so envision and can in fact create. And I'm a really perfect example of taking something like the bull by the horns and running with it. In 2019, I had taken on a project called The One Big Thing. And my one big thing was going to be two big things: one, to write a book, and two, to launch a summit. And that said, I was able to, in 2020, launch the We Empower You community and summit. And we have now completed successfully 7 summits. And I'm so excited to be mentioning this because we have the next one coming up on March the 9th. It's a marathon day that goes from 8:30 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Inside of that time frame, from June of 2020 to December of 2021, we hosted over 1,000 individuals to our We Empower You summits. Never mind that we had thousands more who got to watch us in action on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and so many other social media platforms. We also launched the Rainier Avenue Radio Shattering the Glass Ceiling programming, and I was able to interview no fewer than 35 or so folks who came that I welcomed on that show. It's a 30-minute show that I host on Thursdays at 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. In addition to that, I was able to bring on 50 affiliates and members to this We Empower You community. And what does that mean? It's not all about me. I can guarantee you that. I'm doing this for you, right? The experience that you're having, being a part of a global community, living into the possibility that together our worlds can in fact impact the globe itself and people around the globe is there. And I have believed this for more than 20 years. And with the help of Lee Romanoff, who's the founder of Income Activator and the president, we've been able to create a platform that folks are taking off with. They're launching their businesses, their online businesses, their coaching practices, their books, their offerings, their services, you name it. We are impacting lives 24/7, as CL King, one of my affiliates, likes to say. And we welcomed in so many wonderful people into this community. With that said, I'm going to go check into who's arrived in the room, because as you know, there's always more and more people that are coming to us as I speak. So let's see here. I am going to open up the mics and have everybody say a quick hello to the community at large. We are live on YouTube at this point. And let me start off by kicking things off with Doris Hughes Green out of the Seattle area. Next, we'll have Moria Veston. Say a quick hello.
Hello, everybody. I am Doris Hughes Green. Happy New Year and beautiful new beginnings.
Hi, I'm Moria Veston.
Nice to see you. Let's go with Troy next.
Hello, everyone. I'm Troy Thompson in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I work with Symmetry Financial Group, and I work in the financial services industry.
And Mia Tepper.
Hi, this is Mia Tepper tuning in from Los Angeles, California.
Fantastic. It's great to have you. And out of Uganda, we have Linda. Linda, say a couple words. Where are you from? And it's 2 a.m. in the morning there. You're talking to the world at this point. Share your dream. I'm going to ask you to unmute there.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
I'm happy to be here with you. So glad. It's good I'm representing Uganda. And I'm really, really happy. I'm starting the year with you. I pray I join you and make business this year. Yes.
Fantastic. We're so happy to have you. And of course, you come by way of Gibson, who's a mutual friend of ours. And this winter, he also introduced me to a young woman who is out of Uganda, who became a parent early in life. And we were able to send her some funding for her life and her baby's life in December. Excuse me.
That's good.
So,
sorry.
Excuse me there. Still recovering from the cough there.
Sorry.
Anyway, it's great to have you back, have everybody here today. And I'm waiting for Master Nigel Henry to arrive. But before he does, Troy, would you set the stage? We've been talking about our goals and visions for 2022 from this more epic point of view, speaking from the mountaintop as opposed to climbing to something, getting to something. Using the virus word "to" doesn't get you anywhere, right?
Yes, yeah. I think that's a very common thing that, oh, I'm going to do this, or another version, I need to do this. I keep forgetting to. And so anything that has that "to" means it hasn't happened yet. And so kind of the different mindset of thinking of this expression that Bettina has used of coming from the mountaintop means that I've already been there. So I'm there, I am doing it, and I'm coming from that, and I come down to visit and bring others with me back to the mountaintop.
Who was it? One of our classic folks who spoke that way on a pinnacle level.
Say that again.
Who is someone that spoke from the mountaintop?
Yeah. Martin Luther King is where that expression comes from, where he says, I've been to the mountaintop. He's talking about, I've been there, I've seen it. And then I think he goes on to say, I may not get there with you, but what he was doing is putting that vision out there, that vision of we are there, we are together, we are united. And so this expression of coming from the mountaintop is me internalizing that and me having that mindset of I'm at the mountaintop. I like Doris was talking about earlier, being a prophetess, creating, speaking into existence, creating the future by my words and even my thoughts. Really, that's where it starts, with the thoughts. And so that's my take on the mountaintop expression.
Yes. And so what's your mountaintop for goal setting in 2022?
My mountaintop is establishing a regular relationship with at least 3 accountants in my area. The which sounds kind of plain and boring, but in my industry, it's actually pretty exciting. The accountant is the most trusted advisor, and so my vision is, instead of a referral relationship, a team relationship with accountants, and then that accountant then provides greater value to their clients, instead of just doing a tax return. They're providing more services to their client, have a team approach. A family office is the expression, or a virtual family office is the expression. And so that way, all these, a business attorney, a financial advisor, an insurance expert, all those people are an extension of the accountant to handle all of the accountant's clients' needs. So that's a major goal of mine for this year.
And when you're stating this from the mountaintop, there's some very specific instructions that Master Nigel Henry gives. So if you can state it from that mountaintop perspective, that would be great.
Okay, let's see. From the mountaintop would be, it's December 31st, 2022, and I have a partnership relationship with 3 accountants in the, let's say, Kootenai County, Idaho area. That's version 1, as the iPhone 4, iPhone 5, and the better version, for those that are thinking about this, a better version would be more specifics, like number of people that I have helped. Revenue generated is more of a goal as opposed to a vision, I would say. So the vision being more others focused. I have helped this many business owners, I've helped this many clients, something like that, where my own personal goal of revenue amount is just that. It's my own personal goal.
Yes, and the focus is not on you, right? It's on others, and it's on the experience that others are having. So by way, again, of example, what is the experience that folks are having and welcoming into their lives based on what you offer in 2022?
The experience is that, really, I think, a sense of peace, that there's so many, especially a business owner, they have more complicated situations, they have more complicated taxes, legal, and so forth. And so what the client is experiencing is they have one main source to go to, would be the accountant. And then that accountant has the connections to handle the other needs of that business owner. So a business attorney to establish if they need an LLC or buy-sell agreement, whatever that is, risk mitigation, for their business property, for their life and the life of key employees, all those elements. So they're just experiencing just a sense of peace that all of these factors that are involved with their business and their lives are taken care of. They have a plan in place, and they can focus on building their business, knowing that all these other things are taken care of, and they know where to go, and they know who to talk to when there's a question.
You smiled when you talked about the who, because we know from our previous work with activating with Master Nigel Henry that it's the who that matters the most, right? So if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to describe the who that you are looking for, not looking, because looking is actually also a virus, right? A virus word.
Yeah, well, so one who I did describe, and that is accountants. Accountants who work with business owners. So that is one who. Connecting with that who then allows me to get connected with the business owner. So the other who then would be directly working with business owners. To be more specific, business owners that work in the real estate area, whether they are real estate agents, builders, investors, especially if investors who do fix and flip, those individuals, those business owners that work in that arena, they tend to have money that is sitting in checking and savings, so that way they can manage their business. And so one thing that is my area of expertise is showing them a more effective way to utilize that money and still be able to have it liquid, but get a greater return while it's sitting there. I learned today, I wanted to add that there's a book called Who Not How, I learned today, by Dan Sullivan, just all about that concept of go to the who and forget about the how.
Yeah, forgetting about the how is the difficult. Up until now, that has been difficult. Up until now is a statement that I've learned from Master Nigel Henry is a way to couch how I've behaved in the past that doesn't relegate me to repeat that pattern that doesn't serve in the future. And so if you ever hear us saying this up until now, it's because we're trying to banish, not trying, we are banishing a behavior that has not served. And the who is what matters most, not the how. And so in stating our epic 2022 adventure, because this is an adventure, you know, we are like Marvel characters in life, and it is our life that we are playing out here. And in the service of others, I want you to give me an iPhone version 5. It's completely epic, completely about the experience of those that you're serving around the world or wherever it is you've defined. Get specific about dates so that others can see you model this way of defining your goal and your vision. Really, your vision is what's being communicated here today.
Wow. Okay. Well, this would be iPhone 5 version. So the vision, so it's December 31st, 2022, and 1,000 business owners are experiencing greater clarity with all the systems of their business. And yeah, that definitely isn't. That's more like an iPhone 4 version.
Let's check in with your audience and see if anybody is able to copy what you've laid down here, Troy. Who do you want to check in with?
Well, I
welcome
see
Anthony.
Anthony, yeah. So I was going to give Anthony a chance to speak since we haven't heard from him yet. So Anthony, what the scenario here is, so this is a measure of how clear my vision was, is you repeat it back to me. So then I know what I need to improve.
Okay, excellent. Nice to see you again, Troy. So no, I think what I got from your message is that you're looking to help these companies in matters of what we're going through right now. There's a lot of different challenges and barriers that people are going up against. And I think you could be someone there to help with their finances and help them leverage their finances for the better, and to help educate them on which paths to take, and show them an option of how this will actually work for them to be more financially stable in the future. So that's what I got from your message.
And that reminds me another moment of clarification, which is the distinction between what do you think or what do you hear versus what do you think. So kind of the verbatim repeat back for me to see what it is that was heard versus interpretation. That's another skill or piece of the puzzle.
Yes, mastering communicating your mission, your vision to others and checking in with your audience is a way for you to be able to transform and your actual vision into reality, right? The more clear you are, the more epic, the more legendary, the more experiential that you can pin down exactly what you want folks to experience as a result of being, you're doing your gift, you're sharing your gifts, your talents, and your abilities. The more you're able to communicate, then others can become your ambassadors, therefore. So the reason that we have people in the house is because we have people continuously talking about the We Empower You community and inviting others to continue to come to be a part of our community. So if we're not laying down the topic in a fashion that is communicable, so to speak, then we will have hiccups along the way. So thank you so much, Troy, for sharing with us. If you want to take another stab at an iPhone 6 version at some point, just let us know.
Okay. Well,
And hopefully that was without Master Nigel Henry in the house. I hope that was instructional enough for Anthony to take the lead here and take on the baton and give us a date specific, oh, here comes Nigel, date specific version of your vision for 2022 that is all about others, and that's all about you being in service to others and the experience that those people are going to have as a result of working with you. Anthony, take it away. And then Master Nigel's coming in.
All right, excellent. Well, thank you, Bettina. Oh, yeah. So for 2022, really looking forward to working with teammates that I'm already existing with, and for them to see their opportunities and to blossom. And what I would like to see is for more leadership positions. I see a lot of talents. I see a lot of opportunity here, and I think they can really just, with the right mentorship, with staying dedicated, taking the right steps, I think they'll definitely be able to get to where they want to be in life. And that's what I'm really excited for. And of course, that is with the cleaning industry. So with that, I think there will be a lot of opportunity because of the information and health attacks that we've had in the past few years. It's just heightened our scope of work. So I think there's a lot more of opportunity there. And just to really build those bridges to help individuals not to take the wrong path, because that happens too frequent and too often. No matter what the case is, but at least here with Veltex Advisors, we can help push them and help guide them and lead them in the right direction to the best of our knowledge. So that's what I'm seeing, and that's what I'm excited for.
Great. Well, now that Master Nigel Henry has come into the room, I would love to welcome him to the stage here. And as folks out there may or may not know, I've been working with Master Nigel Henry since this summer of 2020, I should say, and have had some epic experiences. I've had my best week ever. I've had my best day ever. I've had my best month ever. And therefore, I've had my best year ever. Revenue, earnings, funding, support, you name it, last year. And I'm coming into 2022 with his help and his support, and his more formal introduction. Of course, I will also read to you all, because it's important that everyone know his background to some degree. And so again, featuring Master Nigel Henry. And of course, since 1999, Master Nigel Henry has been developing and marketing his mastery performance activation tools, distinctions, and practices. And their intended use is for unleashing the greatness of extraordinary beings like me and you, who are emerging, innovative, disruptive, highly gifted, high performance, highly sensitive, deep thinking, heart-centered, purpose-driven, entrepreneurial change angels. And as a fellow change angel, Master Nigel is responsible for the growth and expansion of the Change Angel Activation Movement, whose business mission is locating, assembling, and activating 144,000 tribe members like me and you, who have a life calling for making massive, beneficial, and rapid change on the planet. So if you're here in this meeting or you're watching out there, likelihood is that you are part of this extraordinary community. Welcome, Master Nigel Henry. Let's get you unmuted. There you go. Take it away. I am not able to hear you, but I see your mouth is moving there. Are your earbuds working? Oh, there. Are you coming in now?
Oh, I've got this new microphone and I didn't turn it on. Let me see. Try this.
It's working. Yay.
Is it working now? Can you hear
Yes,
me?
welcome, welcome.
Yay.
Great to have you.
Okay. Whew. My apologies for being late. I was serving a client, a new client, and getting him oriented to my new offerings for 2022. I was listening and I was like, oh, Bettina, I am not required anymore because Bettina has mastered the thing, right? She's totally capable. So I was hoping that I would just sit back and, add little things like that. So, that when you just add that word, take that word. That's what I really love to do, because I think that Bettina is capable of mastering her own show, if that makes sense. And this is the Bettina platform. And what my real mission in life is selling equipment. I sell tools and practices for people who are up to extraordinary things. One of my analogies is like, I sell equipment to surgeons. Surgeons, I'm the supplier. I sell equipment to those guys. I sell equipment to people who are making massive difference on the planet. I'm like, borrow this, sir, use this. And then you can do more magic in your enterprise. So I'm grateful for Bettina for giving me a chance to visibly demonstrate the equipment. And I'm even more grateful that she is using the equipment in her enterprise. Does that make sense? And, from a business point of view, I would love if Bettina's members came over to my world and said, I want what Bettina got, right? That's the business side of things. And, I recommend, if you'd like to do that, Troy has done it. And I'm still working on Troy. Right? But he's grown. The equipment is working on Troy. And he is still in my practice with Bettina. And it's not, my intention is to provide tools, distinctions, and practice that activates and unleash the power. All of a sudden, Troy is just acting weird, out of the box. That's the result. And how we measure in business is the speed of the cash flow. That's it. How fast is the money hitting the bank account? That's the ultimate result. And there's a second result, which is how much change is the client experiencing. I have some clients, they're paying me money, they have a subscription, and my money is really growing fast. But when I look at the client, I'm like, whoa, this person has changed from level 5 to level 6. They're getting to the mountaintop. Wow, that's more important than the money. But because of that, the money is greater. When a client grows, they pay more, they're able to flow more money. And that's what this is about. And that's what my little logo is. If you see, that. That little flag up there is my symbol of an unleashed client. They're on fire. They're putting out all sorts of magic. The red is their power. The green is their abundance. The yellow is their creativity. That whole logo encapsulate what I'm thinking about. I know it's really small, but it's
you gotta make that bigger.
Yeah, but it's my branding for 2022. But you can see the same colors in the We Empower You logo next to the right of Bettina there. You see it? And in my world, that person that's like that, standing in that thing, is an angel.
Yes.
So that's why Nigel is like aligned with Bettina so much, because I think she has my people's. And I want to sell my people's equipment to make them badass, to make them badassery. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Because the world is not sitting there going, oh, so nice to meet you. No, most of the time the world is against this kind of people. They think they're mad. They're like, who are you? And I want to be persuaded. You have to sell me. I'm like, no, we're not. No, No, you will be upgraded against your permission, right? You will get better without your permission, because that's what an angel does. They just come in your life and make it better. And you're like, well, who sent you? Oh, and I was telling the client the other day, she was like, well, Nigel, when I'm in the room, this is what happens to me all the time. She says, people go, who are you and what are you? Right? So that means they're confused. So one of the signs that you're my people or I am doing a great job is when I'm in the room, people are confused. Like, so by the way, is anyone confused? Barbara and Linda, can you show can we see you? Because your presence makes a difference. And Joe.
Linda, unfortunately, is not able to
there you
show.
Are.
And
Barbara.
she's going to be.
Look at that.
She's
Barbara,
be,
come on. Why
so
can't we be? Yes, Barbara, your face and presence is a blessing. So that's rule number one. Your presence makes a difference. Your voice puts money in the bank, right? So in my session, everyone is unmuted and they have to talk, by the way, it's mandatory. And because the voice is the moneymaker. And so we're not allowed to hide. You got to shine. And by the way, all angels have super beauty. Like people love looking at them. All right. So no hiding. So back to my story. So my client, that she's new. She was like, well, Nigel, when I'm in the room, people always say, who are you and what are you? There's just something about you. And so I teach her to do this. Flash your badge. Change angel. They're like, okay. Yeah, change angel. Look that up. It means I have been pre-authorized to make a difference in your world without your permission, because I work for a bigger boss than your boss. Does that make any sense? So I don't have to ask permission to disrupt your life, but it will always be for greatness. Literally, if you let me talk to you, your life is going to change, but your life is going to be better after I'm done with you. You might not like the process, okay? It's going to be uncomfortable, but you're going to be thanking me afterwards. Just flash the badge and they're like, Nigel, how can you walk on someone else's stage and take over the whole half hour when it's the marketing meeting? Oh, sorry, didn't I mention change angel? Okay, it's a privileged position on earth, okay? And I am not here to talk about me. I'm here to say I'm activating the change angels. And Bettina has been my best model in 2021 because now she has the mindset, equipment, vocabulary to disrupt anybody's life and make it better. Done. Okay. All right. So I don't know why. I am assuming that Bettina would like me to do some interaction. So my question.
Yes, and I don't know if when you popped in, if you were listening to Anthony's.
Yes, I heard it. And I was just going to do my critique thing and I think it's called iPhone 4.
Yes.
Right. And by the way, my fellow angels and members of We Empower, this is the best time to do it. We're in the first week of the year. The best investment of this year is to get the vision straight.
Yeah.
Because that vision calls everything. It calls the business, it calls the activity, it calls the people. Without a vision, Doris, what comes after that?
People perish and they ain't got time for that.
Thank you. Well, the reason why the people are perishing, Doris, because they didn't hear your vision. There she goes. You see, it's not that people are perishing. They don't want to perish, but the angel with the vision is sitting there with their mouth closed. Right? Illegal. Illegal. And shaking her head.
My mouth is not closed. I want people to hear my vision. Well, my vision relates to your visions.
Excellent. So then since that, and this is why I said, every time I talk to Doris, when she talks, you feel the power. And when you combine it with a beautiful vision, the vision will just take over and bring the people to life. That's what a vision does. It makes the people come alive. MLK had a great vision. It brought the people alive. JFK had a great vision. It brought the country to life, right? Elon Musk has a great vision. It's bringing technology to life. Steve Jobs, great vision. The guy's got $1 trillion company right now. That's the power of the vision. So that's why we're doing this, Anthony, so that when you speak, customers just come running to you like, man, I heard you speak the other day and I was just like, it just activated me and I don't know why I'm here, but the vision called me, Anthony. So the thing about a vision, as Troy is the best model for me. I like using Troy. Troy has given me permission to use him. So when I was working with Troy, first of all, he just wouldn't say anything because he had these glasses on and he would just looking like that, right? You know, Troy doesn't have his glasses on anymore, right? Because Troy has moved on and he would listen. And then I'll say, Troy, what are you thinking? And it was like, you know, I'm listening. I'm like, Troy, you're not here to listen. You're here to speak. And right, no, you're a great listener. We were taught to do that at school. What a waste of good speaking time. So Troy is like, okay, what do you want me to say? Troy, don't you have something coming through from the spirit for you to say? Why do I have to tell you to say anything? Okay, Troy, just make something up and we'll call it iPhone 4. And then it'd do something like, I don't know, Nigel wants me to talk. So he would just say something, okay? And he would look for me to approve what he said. I'm like, okay, great, Troy. You know what that is? iPhone 3. Next. So let me clean up this. And I give the analogy of a garden hose that hasn't been flowing for a while, right? It's just been laying on the garden, no usage. That's what's been happening to my people that have been in school and learning and listening. They're taking in and not putting out, right? And I'm saying, you're here to put out. We're here to put out. We're not here to take in nothing. The sun only goes one direction. The sun does not get energy from the earth. It gives energy to the earth. We're the sun. So go one way. So Troy's like, well, I feel confused. I don't want to be embarrassed, Nigel. It doesn't make any sense what I just said. I'm like, that's all right, Troy. You got virus infection. It blocks up the flow. And that's why we have iPhones 1, 2, 3, 14. And it's because each one of them has a virus in it, and it's called a bug in technology. And we only can see the bug once you spit it out. Once you use a thing, it will tell you, we have a bug, it will crash on you. And we call that an error. And I trained Troy to love errors. Nigel, I had another error today. Yay! Like, errors are wonderful, wonderful things. With no errors, no upgrade. You feel me? Errors equals upgrade. That's why Apple keeps putting out a new iOS, the new Mac OS. Every minute you just see the new version. Because what they were doing is debugging the other version. And when they debug it, they get new inspiration. You know what? We could add this and this and that. And then release. And then every time your system crashes, at least on Apple and Microsoft, it says, would you like us to report this to base? And what they do, when you send that report, they go, what happened? Oh, we found the bug. It can make it better. And then you see release iOS 15.4.2, which means bug fix. Okay. All right. I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. Does it make sense, Doris?
Yes, it does.
How would you if you were to put that in your own words, what would you say?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You're messing with me. Okay.
Now I'm saying, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Well, in other words, you were just saying something about a bug. I don't know if I can explain it exactly the way you were saying, but I did.
Not exactly. How would you express it in your language?
I would express in my language, as you said, that there's a bug, and wherever there's a bug, there's a problem. It needs to be fixed. And that's where Master Nigel comes in with this great information.
Right.
No, I can express myself.
You did. I'm just saying what you expressed is not what I said. All right. And so that's why I say, just because I'm talking doesn't mean I'm being heard.
Mm-hmm.
And the way I test if I'm being heard is I just ask the person to send back, speak out what they think they heard. And because of the bug in the mind, they never, ever, ever hear what I said. Now, let's just test another thing. There's a lovely Moria, Angel Moria. What are you hearing, Angel Moria?
Well, every time I get a new thought or idea or resource that I think is interesting, I love to share it, whether on Facebook or blogs or whatever, because to me, making a difference for people, that's why I'm the angel of exploration. I want to explore for myself and for and with other people what makes their life better and more progressive and all of that.
That's what you're hearing, right?
That's what I'm experiencing in me and about me and what I'm trying to get across to people. Yes.
All right. Anthony, what are you hearing?
So I'm hearing when we have these habits that we're already producing and doing on a daily basis, we have to find those errors to become that better and to overcome those errors. And there's always going to be room for that new version or that new update within ourselves. And I think that's where you come into play also, because now you're able to pinpoint those errors that have already existed in other personality traits or habits with others.
All right. Joetta. Is Joetta there?
Joetta.
Can we hear your voice on mute? At least on mute.
Yeah,
there
yep. I'm in the bed.
Hi.
I'm in the bed. So, hi,
Excellent.
I'm in bed.
Yeah, but you can hear us, right? Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I don't understand the question.
Oh, the question is, assuming you've been listening to something, to us, to me talking for a few minutes, how would you interpret what I'm saying?
That errors are good. Errors help us move forward. And that's about it for now.
Okay, great. This is a great example. Notice that everyone has heard something different. Did you notice that? That's what I want. That's my main point to Doris, is that people hear different things when I'm talking, and how I check what they're hearing is by asking them to reflect what they think they heard, and they'll just tell me. It's not my place to judge them. It's just acknowledging the difference between what I said and what they heard. And that gap between what is said and what is heard is caused by virus words. And each person has a different amount of it in their head based on how they were raised and whatever. And it causes the bug that I keep talking about. Yeah. So where's Barbara?
I'd love to, just to make sure we have heard from everybody, I'd love to also hear from Barbara.
Oh, that's who I was calling. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there she is. Unmute, Barbara.
There we go.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of dinner and I never can plan. The thing that I've learned about Nigel is you have to be prepared and you have to plan for.
Not true.
You have to be emotionally, spiritually available so that when you're asked a question, you understand the question, because I've been not paying much attention. I mean, I've been listening, but I've been distracted.
I know. So let me let you know, you don't have to be spiritually prepared. You don't have to be emotionally prepared. You don't have to do anything that you just said. That is not a requirement that Nigel has. Now, what's happening though your attention is competing with different incoming. So you have background stuff going on and you have Nigel talking, and that is stressing out your temple. So the only thing I would say is, just like Anthony and everyone else, consciously say, I'm going to be here for a while. Just the being present will cause you to give wisdom, literally. But if you split your attention between background noise and Nigel thing, you're gonna appear to be not available. Appear is not true. That's why I'm disrupting everything you said, because you are available, but something is competing for your attention. Now, are you a member of We Empower? Are you a member?
Affiliate member.
What is that, Bettina?
Well, anyone can be an affiliate member because you don't have to have joined us in order to refer to us.
Fair enough.
So folks
All
can
right.
refer
The
to
reason
us.
why I ask is because the membership is an investment. And I love Bettina, and I think that anyone who invests in her program should not waste it. They should get maximum value from it. But if they haven't invested, then they'll have split attention. Okay? But when you invest in it, your growth is guaranteed. And that's why we can tell who is an invested.
Go sit down. Go sit down.
When we're invested, we make sure that we're fully present. That's what I can say. Okay, Barbara, you can unmute. Great. So now, can we see a little contrast between Doris and Barbara? What I see with Doris is fully present. She's here and she's getting what she's supposed to get, and she wants her value. Am I correct? And let me guess, are you a member? Are you a paid member of We Empower You? Was? You got to renew. Renewal time.
It's renewal time.
Go ahead. What were you saying, Doris?
I said I was a member.
I heard that.
Yeah.
Okay.
For now, I was.
I understand. So my intention is that you are moving forward. All right?
Yes.
That's my intention, that you are a member of We Empower, paid up fully, so that you can maximize your growth and the value of your investment in We Empower You.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like somebody that Bettina brought in for her members, and I'm bringing some surgical equipment to give to her membership to enhance what Bettina has sold you. That's what I'm really doing. The only challenge I have is that it's such a disruptive thing that I do, that if the client had not asked for it, they tend to feel that it's an intrusion on their life. Like, I didn't pay for this. Why is Nigel, why is he on every week? And, is making me unmute and I have to pay attention and all this kind of stuff. That's the only downside with my involvement. So in my world, I have my own funnel where clients come in and they wave their hand and say, "Do it to me, Nigel." I'm like, yeah, they want me to do it. So by the way, if you would like me to do it to you, you're volunteering, I have a free activation session. I call it complimentary. If you go to greatnessactivation.com/COMP, that's it, comp. And you apply for me to do it to you. You have to tell me why I should do it to you. And it's an application form, and I might not do it to you because I don't like your application form. Okay? So that's my offer to the Bettina We Empower You group. This is an offer. Now, I would like to go to Anthony to give him an upgrade on his vision. Where's Anthony? Come back, Anthony.
Right here.
All right, Anthony, I think you have a great vision, and I'd like to enhance it so that people rush to your business. Rush. Like, remember Apple? Oh, my other client is calling me. Hold on, I've got to, all right, I'll just deal with it later. Anthony, do you remember when Apple brought out the iPhone?
Vaguely. I remember the BlackBerry.
Oh, Apple, the iPhone replaced the BlackBerry, by the way. So anyway, when Steve Jobs got on the stage and he announced this device called the iPhone, you know what happened after he finished talking? Every Apple store in the world had 2 double lines wrapped around the block of people waiting to buy the iPhone that was not ready yet. Why would people wrap around the block around the country to buy something that is not ready? Anthony. Hello?
I think they would do it because it has everything that they are desiring.
Yes, but it wasn't ready. It's not even built. He was just describing it.
Right. Well, then I think it's right back to the communication of how he presented this item.
The vision. That's what Steve Jobs did on the stage. He could presented a vision that was so compelling that the people rushed. We don't care what the device is and whether it works. We just want what he said in the vision. I want that. Whatever that is, I want it. And they don't even know what they're buying, but they're paying down money. It's called pre-order.
Tesla, the same.
Yes.
Tesla with their I don't remember the smaller version of the same thing.
The Model C or something, right? Or the Model X.
The smaller version.
Yeah, I think it's called the Model C. And he just announced that we're going to be making a Tesla that's available to the general public at $35,000 for this basic Tesla car. And it's not going to be ready for 3 years. Round the block. People just rushed around the block. And he goes, you have to put down $1,000 deposit to show interest. They had more money. That's how he financed the factory. The people paid for the factory before the car was ready. Now, Doris, Is that disapproval or amazement? What are you thinking?
Amazing. Great.
Well, Dorothy, I would like you to have the same experience as Tesla, Apple, and that comes from speaking a compelling vision, just like Steve Jobs did. All he went on the stage and he walked around in his jeans and his t-shirts. You know, I'm wearing the Steve Jobs t-shirt, right? He just talked and money went in the bank. Okay, so let's go to work now, Anthony.
Okay.
Give me your iPhone 4 version.
Well, the goal here is to not only just provide.
Stop. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm just going to edit you right away. The first thing you're going to do is say, it is now a date in the future. What date shall we use?
Let's use June 1st.
Which year?
This year.
So the first thing for Anthony is use numbers. It is now June 1st, 2022. You hear a number?
Right.
So that's your opening line. Go.
It's June 1st, 2022.
Now. Go ahead.
It is now June 1st, 2022. And we are getting ready to make sure that we are leading in the cleaning industry the correct way.
Oh, very good. By the way, Dorothy, is that better already? Right? Just as opening line.
Is it better?
Doris.
Well,
yeah, as you're listening.
It's a start.
I know. I'm not asking whether it's a start. I'm just saying, does it feel better already? Can you feel the improvement?
Oh, yes, I feel what you're saying. If that's what you're asking me, am I feeling what you are?
No, I'm not asking that. Oh, let me ask Troy, because he might hear me differently. Troy, can you feel an improvement in Anthony's delivery already?
Yes. In fact, it sounded, and I mean this in a sincere way, it sounded like a pre-recorded commercial of him spelling out his vision.
Thank you. That's what my intended. That's my intention. It's feedback you're getting, Anthony, that just by starting that, your audience is hearing you better. And what they want is a future date that you can take them into the future. And in your case, your future is June. Yes?
Okay, right.
June 2022. But when you say it in a number format, okay. Dorothy's will be right back. Doris will be right back. When you say a number, the mind works better, Troy, Anthony. When you speak numbers, the mind works better. So just start again.
So June 1st, 2022.
No, it is now. It is now.
It is now June 1st, 2022. And Veltex Advisors is launching a mentor program that will enhance your business and create success.
Stop right there. Who is the person that's consuming the thing that you launched?
This would be business owners of commercial or residential cleaning companies.
Beautiful. Right there. Say that again. Business
From the
owners.
top?
No, just business owners.
This program is meant for business owners that are in the janitorial and maid service industry.
Repeat it. Just the audience, just the name of the audience. Business owners who are in the, repeat that.
Business owners that are in the residential and commercial cleaning field.
I'm curious if Anthony has done commercials, because Anthony definitely sounds to me like he's done commercials.
He's awesome. He is awesome. Just repeat the audience over and over again.
Okay. Business owners of commercial and residential cleaning companies.
One, two, go.
Business owners of business owners of commercial and residential cleaning companies. Business owners of residential and commercial cleaning companies.
Beautiful. That is the people that are affected by your vision. And that's the only people you should be talking about in your vision, not the company has launched, blah, blah, blah. We don't care. What we're talking about is this audience is having an experience. It is now June 2022, and the business owners in the commercial and janitorial industry are now making more money than they've ever done before because of the new blah, blah, blah that we've launched. Do you notice how the topic has moved away from what you launched to the impact of what you launched?
How it's beneficial.
Well, I'd like you to do, after the date, you say the audience immediately. Go.
Okay.
It is now.
This June. It is now. It is now June 1st, 2022.
Audience.
And we are helping.
No. The audience, straight away.
Okay. It is now June 1st, 2022. Business owners of maid services and commercial cleaning companies
are now experiencing what?
Experiencing mentorship with their businesses to get to the next level.
No, they are now at the next level.
They are now at the next level. Okay.
Go ahead. Repeat. Version 4.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Business owners that are in the commercial and maid service industry, we can help. Are now
experiencing something.
Experiencing mentorship to get to the next level.
No, are now getting to the next level.
are now
that.
getting to the next level. There it is.
Repeat it.
Are now getting to the next level.
Repeat.
Are now getting to the next level.
One more time. Repeat.
Are now getting to the next level.
Good. Put it together. 3 blocks of sentence. First, what date is it? Go.
It is now June 1st, 2022.
Audience.
Business owners of commercial and made companies. We're here to.
No, there's no we. Are now getting to the next level.
Are now getting to the next level.
Notice we have not mentioned anything about Anthony or his business.
Right.
Nothing. All we know is that industry has moved. And when you say the industry moved, you know what people are thinking? How did that happen? Oh, they must have received Anthony's service. But people are not interested in your service. They're interested in the experience of getting to the next level. That's what you're selling, Anthony. And you're declaring it like Steve Jobs, like Tesla. This is how Tesla said it. People will be driving in a car that's burning no gasoline and polluting the earth, and it will be autonomously driven, and they'll just have a better experience on the road. Who wants that? Me. Did he say people will be driving the Tesla Model X? Not really. They don't care what vehicle it is. They just want to be driving. They want an experience. So your job is to articulate an experience that's going to be happening in the future. And then the reason for it is because you launched the ABC product. And that's not even optional. The question is, who would like to have that experience? Put a deposit down here. Contact us here. You notice you're now speaking directly to the customer experience, not the product that gave them the experience. So let's hear iPhone 4, please.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Business owners of the maid and residential and commercial cleaning industry. We now have.
Are, no, there's no we. Are now.
Oh, that's right. Are now.
Yes.
Experiencing. Ooh,
moving the next level. Don't worry about it.
Yep. Experiencing
the next
levels. The next levels.
New levels. I love that version. New levels of expansion.
New levels of expansion.
Repeat it. Just run it again. This is like a true commercial. Go ahead.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Business owners of the maid and commercial industry
are now.
Yes. Yep.
Don't worry about it. It's okay to make a mistake. All right. So stop beating yourself up and go, oh, no, no, it's just beep, error, keep moving.
Are now experiencing new levels of business.
Oh, Lord of mercy. So, so now we test how it landed. Okay. So is Joetta still with us? Joetta, can you hear us? Hopefully she's still here. Yes, she's here. Joetta. May I ask you to serve Anthony? Is it okay? Are you open for that?
To do what?
Serve. You're going to be serving him, doing him a favor.
Okay.
And the favor is, can you send back his vision to him however you heard it? Whatever version of it you heard, just send it how you think you heard it. Go ahead. As best
the speech he was practicing. The speech he was practicing.
Yes, your version of it. However you heard it. If you can do it verbatim, it'll be awesome. But we expect errors. We expect errors. Go ahead.
Okay. That now on June 1st, 2022, the business owners of the cleaning and something industry are experiencing, I can't forget, they're experiencing, for lack of a better word, growth or breakthroughs, something like that.
Amen. Anthony, how close was that?
I would say it's pretty right on the dot there.
Joetta, may I acknowledge you for hearing and catching the vision? Can you receive that acknowledgement, Joetta?
Thank you, and thank him for being
articulating it.
Yes.
That's the key. If he hadn't said it, you would never have heard it. And if he had said it with too much of that noise that he had in version 3, you would never hear it anyway. But now it's so crisp, bam, 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 you see how she can hear it. And you know what Joetta can do with that? She can share it.
Definitely.
You see that? Did you hear that, Anthony? Definitely.
Nice.
She said, definitely. She doesn't even know you. And like, oh yeah, I'm sharing this. Dude, that's because you had a powerful vision and you just went bam, bam, bam. And she doesn't even know what you sell. But she wants to share your vision. Can you feel that, Anthony?
Yes. Yes, I can.
I'm trying to tell you. All right. Let's do Barbara. Angel Barbara. She's back. Let's see how Barbara's doing. I love Barbara. She's a committed woman because she's dealing with a lot of stuff, but she's still here. Barbara, unmute yourself. Barbara, okay. First of all, there's gonna be errors. Just say that out loud, Barbara. I'm gonna make mistakes, Nigel.
I'm going to make mistakes, Nigel.
I'm gonna mess this up. Whatever you ask me, I'm probably gonna get it wrong. Just say that up front. So don't.
I'm probably gonna get it wrong. Whatever you ask me, I'm probably just gonna get it wrong.
All right. So
move on. Just keep on moving.
Yes. So Barbara, that's what I want you to do because there's a lot of things interfering with you. So you're guaranteed to make mistakes. All right. So I just want to free you up from any judgment of messing up. Yes. So the more you mess up is the better version of you will get.
Okay.
All right. So just like Joetta did, you're just going to give back to Anthony whatever you think you heard. And just say up front, Anthony, I'm going to get this wrong, but I think I heard this. And then we'll just call it version 3. Right? Go ahead. What do you think you heard? Go ahead.
It is now June 2022, and the business owners of the cleaning companies is experiencing the next level of expansion.
Lord of mercy, where's the error?
She said it better than I did.
I know. Ridiculous. What? Oh, you're putting me to shame, Barbara. You're supposed to make errors. You're supposed to go, well, I don't know, and I can't. See, Bettina, I told you this woman's a genius. And if you remove the interference from her world, you'll get genius. Barbara, what do you think of yourself? Talk to me.
Oh, great.
What do you mean by great? I'm great. What do you mean by great? We need that.
Good, better than average.
You are awesome. Say that. I'm awesome, Nigel.
I am awesome, Nigel.
That's right. The world prefers to pay for awesomeness than better than average. Nobody's buying average these days. They want awesomeness. That's why Apple is the #1 company in the world, because they make sure when they build a phone, you listen to Tim Cook, this is the greatest iPhone in the world. We have the best everything. They always say that. They never say, well, we know we improved. No, he says we have the #1 iPhone, Mac, hot pot in the world. And that's how it is. Barbara, I know you are super genius. Therefore, I'm calling you out. All right? You don't get to be normal around me. I'm sorry. I know you didn't come to see me, but I'm here. And if you're in my presence, I'm going to call you to greatness. Are you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Beautifully done, Barbara. Let's ask Anthony, is your job,
Look at the topic.
Anthony, it's your job to ask for feedback. Ask Moria how she heard your vision. See if she can repeat it.
Okay, Moria, are you there?
I am here.
All right, excellent. So from the message I expressed, how can you re-explain it?
No, not explain it. What did you hear? Period.
What did you hear? What
Yes.
did you hear?
Period.
I even wrote it down. I am in contact with business owners of cleaning companies, and it's June 22, 2022, and I'd like you all to know that right now I'm working on ways to increase your business results.
Now, that's what she heard, Anthony.
Right.
Don't judge it, but people hear different things. Barbara heard it 100%. Joetta heard it like 80%, but 80% is very good. And Maria heard a lot more than you said. And what that tells you is how your message is landing. Yes?
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you know that by asking them what they're hearing. In the world, the communication is one way. They're like, oh, I'm just talking my vision like an advert. You know, when the TV puts on advert, it doesn't ask for feedback. It has no idea whether the person that put the ad on does not know whether the ad landed at all. And as Barbara demonstrated, Barbara could be multitasking. So it's just background, and we don't want that. Your vision is too precious to be thrown at people who are not paying attention. So that's why I had Barbara.
Did I get 60%?
Go ahead. Let's give it a number. Don't be afraid to make it rigorous. Don't be generous.
Well, I think.
What's the number? What's the number?
I think it was 75%, or even maybe 110%, because it was more.
See, now you're damaging yourself, Anthony. You're protecting her feelings, but damaging your own you. Moria is not really interested in being protected. Moria can take the truth. Moria wants the hardcore, tell her the real truth. Maria, it was about 60%. You heard partially and you added stuff that he didn't say. So it's not a judgment. It's just that Maria heard it differently. Barbara heard it. I would say Barbara was about 98%. Right? And look at that. From zero, being distracted by multiple things, to focus, 98%. So what I'm saying to Anthony, don't give her 110%, because then you're lying. That was not your vision, but it was partially your vision. You see that? So be honest, give her the hardcore feedback. And what that does makes Maria go, I gotta listen better. That's helping her to listen better, because most people in the world are not listening to what you said. They're interpreting what you said. So what she gave you was an interpretation of your message, not your actual message. Whereas Barbara gave the verbatim message, which is the best message. So Anthony, what you're looking for is verbatim. That's 100. Interpretation will get you 60, 40. Like most people are just like twisting it in their own words. All right, so go for verbatim. And I just want to acknowledge Barbara, if you're still listening. This is the Barbara that I know is sitting on the call. And all that's missing for Barbara is getting her environment to support her intention, right? Bettina, can you see that? She has distractions around her that's preventing her greatness from shining through. For Maria, I think Maria can hear as awesome as anyone else, but what she gave us was an interpretation versus the verbatim. And people are challenged when you ask them for verbatim. They're like, what? I got to say exactly what you said? Uh-huh.
I have an 80-year-old memory, I want you all to know, and I'm doing my best with my memory.
I would like you to know that memory gets better with age.
That's not my experience.
I know. That's the only reason I think you're having that experience, because no one taught you how to use your memory correctly. They didn't show you how to use that brilliant mind of Moria to maximize the Moria power that is sitting on this call. And that's why I have my little thing. My lab, we rebuild Rolls Royces. Literally, that's what I do. I see Moria as a Rolls Royce, and the driver did not recognize the car they were driving. And so they abused it. And so that beautiful memory that she was gifted with appears not to be working. I assure you, Rolls Royces don't stop working. They just stop functioning because they're like, we're not working with this person because they're not using us right. So Maria, I guarantee you, your memory is awesome. And if you come to my lab, we'll restore it to greatness because it's still there. But the way you're using it is not going to work for the level of precision that we're talking about, but it's there. Now you may disagree with me. Let me ask, do you disagree with me, Moria?
I do feel that I'm doing the best I know how with my memory, so.
And I'm saying, do you think your memory's damaged or it's still in functioning?
I wouldn't be surprised if it's damaged. It might be post-COVID problems. Right. I don't know.
Well, I do. And I say there's nothing wrong with your memory. Nothing.
I'd like to believe that.
I'm not asking you to believe it. We have to bring you in the lab to restore it. I don't care if you believe me. I just want it restored, period, so that you can do the brilliant work that you love doing. And a good functioning memory is useful. That's it. But if you believe it's damaged, then you will experience that. And I don't believe it's damaged. I think you were built right in the first place. That's why I call it Rolls Royce. So welcome back, Doris. Can't hear you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I know my time is near ending, but let's do another version of Anthony again. And Anthony, after you finish saying it a few times, I'd like you to write it down and then say it to strangers, at least to your client base. And then next week when you come on the call, tell us what happened. Just as soon as you finish this, what time zone are you on?
Pacific Northwest, Seattle.
Oh, it's still daylight. Okay. So call a customer and say, hey, can I share my vision with you? And see what happens. All right. Right now, while it's fresh in your memory. So just for Doris's purpose, just share it again. You might make an error again, but it's okay. We're going to work with the error. Go ahead.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Business owners of commercial, janitorial, and maid services companies are now going to the next level in business.
Beautifully done. Look at Doris. Look at Doris. Look at Doris.
Doris is like Bettina.
Yes. She like when something is good, Doris reacts to it. She's like, that's nice. That's nice. Let me hear what she
makes a lot of sense. That's very simple and very good, Anthony.
So here's how we do it. Doris, this is how you can serve him. Can you send it back verbatim? Go ahead. Attempt. You can make errors. It's okay if you make an error.
Okay, what he was saying is that he's Anthony and he has a cleaning business. I can't say it verbatim. I'm going to tell you how I pick it up.
Well, that's exactly what we don't want, Doris. We don't want the interpretation. We want the verbatim, exact word for word. So here, listen again to his verbatim and see if you can repeat it exactly back to him. Doris, Anthony, fire.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Commercial, janitorial, and maid service companies are now going to the next level in business.
Great. Can you send it back verbatim? Go ahead.
Yes, it is now June 1st, 2022. Commercials, cleaning.
Companies are
now coming together to grow to another level.
And by the way, that was beautiful. Doris, just to let you know, notice you're not interpreting, you're reflecting. You're like a mirror. And sometimes there's error in it. Anthony, give us the percentages. Was it 100% accurate?
I would say probably 96%.
Look at that. You see how she's pleased that she heard it accurately. That's a very high listening, Dorothy. That's where the magic is. Now, Dorothy, now that you said it, by the way, when people say the vision, they remember it. Would you share this with anyone, that vision that you just spoke back to him?
Of course, yes.
Anthony, man, you got more fans.
Wow.
This is what I'm talking about. You got your vision strong and crisp and clear, and you speak it. Everyone that hears it wants to share it.
Doris is in Anthony's neighborhood too, I believe.
There you go.
Oh.
And I'm sure some cleaners or whatever they are in that industry are going to cross her path. And you go, hey, my friend Anthony said this thing the other day. I don't even know what he sells, but he said in June 20, whatever date it was in 2022, business owners like you are going to go to the next level. You know what they're going to say? Who's this Anthony? How do I get to his number? We don't even know what he's selling, just like people didn't know what an iPhone was, but they wanted it because the vision was bringing them to life. That's my point, right? Thank you, Dorothy. That was beautiful. And you notice, Doris.
Yeah, Doris.
I have a name issue. I make errors with names, everybody. I have butchered everybody's name. I think Mia. The last time I was like, I'll just call her something. But I'm okay with making errors, you see? Oh, let me hear from my man, Troy. Troy, talk to me, brother.
Okay. Well, I'll repeat, I'll give my feedback to Anthony. So it is June 1st, 2022, and commercial, janitorial, and maid cleaning businesses are experiencing the next level.
You left out now.
Very good.
Are now experiencing the next level.
Now, I want to point out something to Anthony. When Troy was speaking, as soon as he put the word now in, look, did you see his hand go like this?
Mm-hmm.
Anthony, if you want your vision to stick, every time you say now, you do that now. Right? So it is now, December, and business owners and are now, you feel that? And trust me, nobody's going to forget your vision because of the power of the now. Have you heard that book, The Power of Now? That's how we do it. You want to try it out, Anthony, one more time? I know you've been on stage for a while.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Oh,
keep going.
It is now June 1st, 2022. Business owners of commercial and maid services are now experiencing new breakthroughs.
Trust me, look at Doris again. Doris does not move easily, but when you put power, she responds. This is a strong commercial. Doris, talk to me, please. Give me some feedback on this, brother.
Well, it's power. The words he said is so powerful. They are moving that it will inspire anybody that are ready to make a move and make a change. You just got to let them know, and then let the world take over. It's exciting.
So I can tell you something, Anthony. Doris only responds to power. If your stuff doesn't have any power in it, she'll just sit there and go, mm-hmm. Right? When you start letting out some power, you'll see her like, okay, talk to me. I can hear you now. She wants the power. Am I wrong, Doris?
And you got that right. I like power because power moves me, and I love power because it's going to take power to move us all. And you're doing great, Nigel, with your teaching. I appreciate it.
And you are
very good.
Remember I told you the first encounter, you are a powerful woman, Dorothy?
Yes, I remember.
I know. And I had to fight power with power because I know.
Electricity.
So let me go respect the host here. And Moria wanted to say something.
Yeah, I would like to know Anthony's number so that if I come across somebody and I can be helpful, I know where to send them.
Good idea.
Absolutely. Well, it would be 253-228-5608.
Great.
All right. So before I hand over back to our great host, Bettina, may I check in with Joetta to see, just to hear her voice and have her leave her voice in the space.
Okay, you got me. I apologize. I'm in the bed and I'm not feeling well, but
so what has been your experience of tonight? Just give a few words, just your own opinion and experience, whatever you're thinking and feeling of tonight.
Exciting, informative, uplifting.
Nice.
And by the way, I can you tell us something about you or your business? Talk to me about you.
Oh, I'm so cloudy headed today. Actually, I help, the organization I work with, we help businesses, families be empowered by having access to legal access and help them with their identities and reputation protection.
Awesome. I hear you clearing your voice. That means you have stuff to say.
Yeah. No, I'm, like I said, I'm in the bed. I'm not feeling well. I got chilled today and I'm
with you. This is what I know about you, Joetta. You're still awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong about that?
I've heard that, yes.
Well, it's true. And that's why when people tell me that they're dealing with stuff and they're feeling whatever, I totally ignore it, Joetta. I'll just tell you, I am on a 21-day fast right now. And this is day 18. And I haven't eaten. Oh God, I can't remember the last time I ate food. And so I've been through a whole bunch of emotional stuff. And every time I get on the call, I have more power. And what I realize is that these things, COVID, whatever, it's like, can you mute, Moria? Because you're just mute. These things, Joetta, these conditions in the bed, whatever they are, they're sent to test your greatness. Did you hear that, Joetta? Where is she?
Yes, I'm having challenges with the internet also, but I've heard your last few words, yes. That they're sent to be challenges to test my greatness.
Now Nigel's frozen.
Okay, but
yeah, now he's frozen.
Let's keep talking. Yeah, I think our internet is going to come back up. So I'm just going to say it again, that great ones get tested with all sorts of things. COVID, trust me, whatever it is that you're dealing with is just to work you out. Is demanding your greatness. So all great ones, my background is engineering, okay? I work on airplanes. And before one of those things get on the runway, they test it to destruction. Do you understand when I say by destruction? They push it until it cracks. And then they go, oh, it broke right here. And then they go, okay, we know where it breaks. They literally break the plane. And then they say, okay, we'll never push it to this limit. We'll push it to 80% of its limit. and they constantly test it at 80% to make sure that whatever it has to go through, ice, weather, engine failure, landing gear, brake, that thing will still function. So God is testing you and getting you ready for production. And after the thing goes through testing and beat up and, oh my God, my husband left me, this died, oh my God, they fall apart, then it's like the universe says, you're ready now because we tested you out and you didn't die. So, Joanna, I'd just like you to consider that whatever you're doing with in your bed, you're being prepared for greatness. What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are that I received that.
Oh, good. Only the great ones receive that. Some people are like, well, Nigel, that's your opinion. You know, I'm not feeling good right now, and I expect you're trying to motivate me, but I can't talk right now. I'm like, Joanna, the reason I'm asking for your voice, because I still think you're super badass and great. And despite whatever you're going through, I really know and expect greatness to come out of you every time you open your mouth. Did you know that? Hence my request for your voice.
Not that you'd expect it, but like I said, I receive it.
Excellent.
I do receive it.
All right. So, by the way, I know you're in business, and my intention is just to get the first draft of your vision for 2022. I won't be doing what I did with Anthony because time is up, but I just want you to speak it out so that we can hear your vision and do exactly what Doris wants to do, is to share your work in the world. Doris wants to hear your greatness, and then she goes, I want to spread it. Oh, give me your number so I can tell somebody. You see how Doris, look at Doris, you see? So let's have a taste of your vision.
Oh
Joanna.
my God.
Yeah, generate it. We trust you. And errors like Barbara model, beautiful Barbara. See my thumbs up, Barbara? This is for you. You're awesome. And you inspired Joanna. Okay, go ahead.
You're speaking of my vision for 2022?
Yes.
My
First
vision
draft.
for 2020. Okay, first draft. My vision for 2022 is to have as many people feel confident and protected, including their businesses, their families, and their children, so that they can know that they always have somebody. Oh God, I can't even. Always have. Always have an attorney at their back that they can turn to 24/7, and that they have no fears. And I would like, my vision is I started out thinking I wanted to protect a minimum of 2,000 individuals, but I've upped that in the last month to at least 100 businesses plus their employees plus 1,000 individual families.
Beautiful, Joanna. Ooh. And that's version 1. See that?
Those are some numbers. Yay.
Well, Doretta, would you like a quick iPhone 4 version?
Not for me. I don't know that my brain.
No. I know your brain can take it, but it won't take long because Anthony's beautiful modeling has set the template. So the first thing we're going to do is just set a date. Just put a date up front. It is now blah. Go.
It is now December 31st, 2022.
Look at that. Perfection on first go. All right. And then the second thing, we name the audience that we're impacting. Go ahead. It was business
small
owners.
Businesses.
Yes.
Small business owners with less than 100 employees. Families
Beautiful.
with children.
Oh, you have multiple audiences.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So let's just do one of them and then do a separate vision for the other one. All right. Go ahead. Just do the business owners to begin.
Okay. Small business owners with less than 100 employees.
Beautiful. Are now.
Oh, are now. experiencing the empowerment of knowing that they can move their businesses forward, that they are moving their businesses forward, and
period.
Brain's going blank.
Period. Period. That's a period. That's
period.
it.
Okay. Okay.
Now we're gonna. Come on, Troy. What version of iPhone is that?
Okay. Oh, what version is that?
Yes.
That's a 4.
It's a great 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to give it a 5.
Great framework.
Only thing we're going to do to change the vision is we're going to put a number in front of the business owners. Quantity. All right. iPhone 5, please, Joanna.
Okay.
It is now.
I can't even remember what I can't even remember what I said before.
Just start with the date. The date.
Okay. Now on December, it is now December 31st, 2022. There are
name the business owners. A number like 200 business owners, right?
Oh, 200 business owners are experiencing now experiencing the feeling of empowerment and moving forward of their businesses with their, oh my gosh.
No,
my brain is just not running.
No, your brain is working. See, everybody's blaming their brain, and it's nothing wrong with their brain. It's the language they're speaking. The brain is working. It's just their words are messing up. So there's nothing wrong with your brain, Joetta. It's awesome brain.
That's true. That's true.
So what I heard is that you were just adding too much description of the experience. So Anthony's is they're just moving to the next level. That was it, right? And yours is similar. They are empowered and supported or something like that. That's what I heard in the first version.
Yeah.
So, okay. So stop trying to add too much description to the experience. People will get it right away because you're very crystal and clear. Go ahead. Just do the 5 again.
Okay.
It
is now December 31, 2022. 200 businesses
are now
empowered, and
that's it. Stop right there.
Okay.
And the reason why you think there's something wrong is because you're wondering, what does empowered mean? What do I mean by empowered? I think that's why your mind is like, wait, I really need to define empowered a bit. Does that mean and? So then people put and in it and they start adding all this description. But let's leave it as empowered because Bettina's business is called Empowered. So then the question, so first of all, the shorter and crisper it is, Joetta, is the easier it is to share.
Okay.
By the way, I know you're in bed, but do you see that you still produced a brilliant vision?
Okay. Thank you.
Is that a no or a yes? What's okay? I don't know what okay is.
I'm agreeing with you, but I feel like I want it to be more. I mean,
well, there you go. It's because you believe in excellence and you can think of an iPhone 7, but don't rush it. Make errors first. Don't rush into your 7. Make a lot more errors on the 5. Yes? Don't be, yeah. Does that make sense? So you want to go again? Make some more errors on your 5? Go ahead.
Okay. It is now December 31st, 2022. 200 small business owners are empowered.
Put the now in there.
Are now empowered.
All right. So
and
go ahead, keep doing the and.
And experiencing financial growth.
So what I recommend is to remove the word empower and just leave in financial growth in there instead. Go ahead.
Okay.
It is now.
It is now December 31, 2022. now
Number,
200 small
yes,
businesses
are now
experiencing financial growth.
great. Now, look, the only problem is Doris didn't move.
Okay.
She's not moved. She's not easily moved unless the vision is
Right.
strong.
Unless she's frozen.
Well, no, she's not frozen. Doris is not, she's real. If the thing is real and strong, you'll see Doris move all over the place. If it's not strong enough, it means I have some work to do, right? That's what it means, because Doris is not easily impressed by anything, and nor is Bettina. But when it's awesome, Bettina starts clapping and Doris like, I like that, you see? That's what you got to, that's why I think the audience matters, and you're doing great. And what happens is, if you want it to be stronger, you got to put more numbers in the experience. Financial growth does not have enough numbers in it. 200 businesses are now passing the $1 billion mark. Oh, you see, look at Doris, she's just nodding already. Go ahead.
Money, I tell you.
Yeah, the money. Joanna, so put a quantity on the financial. I know it's a challenge, like Nigel, you're asking me to make up a number out of thin air that people are going to be experiencing. And I'm saying, yes, I am. Just like, what's his name? Tesla dude said, we're going to Mars. And he doesn't even have a rocket yet. So you have to declare things before you know how it's going to happen. It's a declaration like JFK, we're having a man on the moon. And they're like, how do we do that? Don't worry, I'm just telling you there's going to be a man on the moon, figure it out. So that's what you're telling your audience. Listen, this is now the future. I'm telling you the future because I am the leader of the industry. This is happening whether you guys believe it or not. It's not a belief thing, it's a declaration thing. Yes, Joanna, go ahead. Where is she? We can't hear you, you're muted. Where's Joanna? How's Barbara? Barbara, you got a vision, right?
Oh, was she saying that she had some Wi-Fi problems?
Oh no, we got her. She's back. She's back. Joanna?
Yeah, I am having Wi-Fi problems, so sometimes I don't hear everything. So
that's fine.
You go in and out. But
you're being tested. The Wi-Fi is testing your greatness, right?
It's been doing it for 3 days. So
I know, because it's trying to see if you're gonna crumple, and you gotta like, hey, listen, I am the great Joanna here. Behave yourself, Wi-Fi. Do you know who you're talking to? You see? Command your environment. Go ahead. Yeah, so put a number on the experience, the financial experience. Go ahead. It is now.
It's hard for me to do that because
I know. That's why I'm asking you to do it. That's why I'm asking you to do it, because it's hard. It's hard. If it was easy, you wouldn't be called a great one. It's hard to get people to Mars. Go ahead, just make up a number that scares you, and now you're going to be held accountable for it.
But they're legal services more than financial services.
Well, whatever is in your vision is what we want to hear. We just want some numbers.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It is now December 31st, 2022.
Business owners.
Now 200 small business owners. That's businesses with less than 100 employees are now experiencing. Is that right? Are now
yes.
experiencing a 20% financial growth
in their revenues.
Done.
Great version. You see that? You just made that up. And no one can tell you it's not right. No one.
Oh my goodness.
No one can question your vision because you made it up.
And my brain is trying to explain it. I can hear it doing it.
It's okay. That's what I said to Maria. It's not that the memory is bad. It's that the language that's running on the memory is not running right. And so Nigel's here to disrupt the language because the hardware is built right. God built you to last. Maria, your age means that you are built to last. You're still here functioning. Therefore, you have the best hardware on earth. You are the Rolls Royce, because otherwise most people got all sorts of weird stuff going on, but yours is working. What I'm interfering with is the language that's running on it, the operating system. All right, so look at that. Joetta's in bed, being tested physically with her health, and she still produced a brilliant vision. Joetta, what do you think of yourself? That's what I want to know. You're not supposed to be happy. You're supposed to be sick.
I am happy, and I'm going to have to go write it down now so that I won't forget it.
No, this is not what you're going to do. What you're going to do is share it with about 10 people.
Okay.
Repeat, please. What's your homework?
To share it with 10 people.
And so I'm going to give a distinction.
My homework is.
Go ahead. Your homework is.
I'm sorry. My homework is to share my vision that with 10 people.
Yes, trust me. The reason why you're never going to forget it, because teaching causes memory. Teaching causes memory. The more I teach something is the more I remember it. For some strange reason, teaching activates memory. It's listening that causes forgetfulness.
Excuse me.
If you listen to Nigel all day, you're like, oh, that was nice. And then what did he say last week? I can't remember. But if I said teach it, you will remember it because you got to keep it in memory to get it out to the other person. Excellent work, Joetta. You see that? In 3 goes, you came up with 5. You see what I'm talking about? I'm telling you, these people are brilliant. Bettina, man, you got some. Okay, Barbara, I can see that you have a vision that you just want to spit out because now that you've controlled your environment, we know. We can look at the difference. Bettina, can you see a difference? How she's just here, glowing and strong. Barbara, unmute yourself and say something. Unmute. Unmute. Yes. There you are. Go ahead.
It is now June of 2022, and my new business is experiencing the next level of expansion.
And the only thing we'll do now is put a number in there somewhere. And the customer that you're serving, who are you serving?
Everybody's starting this off.
Customers.
Yeah, but what kind of customers?
Anybody who'll buy.
Well, what do you? Okay, so we need to talk, Barbara. You and I.
I don't know what my new business is.
I know. That's why I want you to talk with me. I would like you to go to Greatness Activation. Let me type it in chat. Barbara, this is for Barbara. Greatness activation.com/comp, C-O-M-P, complimentary. Barbara, I'm going to give you a complimentary session to help you straighten out your business idea so that next time you're on the call, you are badass. Because I know you are, you just need some clarity to help you get going.
Thank you, Nigel. That's very generous. I'm humbled. Thank you.
Are you accepting it?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
So click on the link and schedule it right away so that we can get you straightened out today or tomorrow or this week. Okay.
Oh, this week.
Well, you have to schedule it. You pick a time that works for you. All right, you can mute now because there's a lot of background. Just mute.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay, sorry. Just mute. But either way, and it's the same for anyone who would like some help. You see what I did with Anthony in like a few minutes? I can do a lot more in an hour. So the way it works, you click on the link and it asks you lots of questions to get you thinking. And then it says schedule an appointment. You pick the appointment. Only thing I'm saying, I have a time window before my next FMC so that I would prefer if you get it in this week or next week, but no later than that. The offer of free activation goes away after that. After that, I'm charging lots and lots of money. But because of Bettina, the Bettina effect, if you come under the Bettina wing, then Nigel is obligated to bless you. Okay?
Thank
Doris,
you. We are very blessed.
For you too. All right, back to Bettina now. I'm done.
Oh, thank you so much for everyone too. Nigel, you are very masterful as always. And so were the folks that were participating, and I always say that, when you're ready, willing, and available to accept the responsibilities and the duties afforded you in life to activate your greatness, then the great ones appear, and we are the great ones that appeared tonight for the We Empower You community. I'm so excited that for those of you who shared your vision, our vision, my vision, mission, purpose in life is to empower others around the globe with the platform called We Empower You, the community, and WeEmpowerYourLife.com. Join us each and every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Go to WeEmpowerYourLife.com, click on the calendar tab, and join us for this wonderful 2-hour meeting. We look forward to having you back. And thanks again, Master Nigel Henry, for conducting our activation greatness exercise here tonight on our epic and mountain-driven vision and missions that we are on. So I look forward to seeing everybody next week. Thank you all. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.